In terms of the politics of this is probably quite an easy sell to anxious mum of
Oh,
whatever
of course
side.
it is. Of course it is, because it allows the government to take over the role of a parent.
And that's what
It's
we're seeing. That's one of the big aspects of the debate in Australia is this overreach
yes.
into the home and the role of parents and who's really in charge and who thinks they are in the superior position.
Well, the 70% of the people who support this social media ban or social media restrictions, the 70% are basically saying we want to delegate
Yeah.
this aspect of our parenting responsibility to the state. And of course, the thing is, it makes it easy for them these days because every parent wants to be not a parent, but a friend of their kids, which is a
That's a
rather
good point.
different way of going about parenting. So they can say, well, look, Johnny, look, I'd love for you to be able to have Facebook, but the law doesn't let me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, they can shift responsibility to the
Which doesn't get to any of the educative
nope.
dimensions of this, where you have a great opportunity to really lay it all out and go through, well, here's the expectation in the family of how we
Yep.
interface with these products and services online in the digital
Yeah.
space. I'll be keeping an eye on what you're doing. I'll be talking to the other parents so we can triangulate and know
Yep.
that your group is kind of doing things that are too far out of the margins. There's
Sure.
been no talk or debate or advice or discussion about any of that in dealing with this.
Paul, the reason for this is that you've got a bunch of bourgeois people who know what's best for everybody and who are
Right.
determined to impose their moral standards upon the rest of society. And, I'm talking about people like Anna Mowbray and Cecilia Robinson and all of those who are involved in the Before 16 movement, which is
Yes.
driving this thing as far as the PR is concerned. They're well-meaning, of course they're well-meaning. I don't have any dispute about that. But they are a bunch of bourgeois middle-class people who want to enforce their own vision of society upon everybody else.